Hello, DCF Year 2A. I'm just doing my part of the task. It's very loud here, so hopefully you can hear me. But I'm going to talk over it. So my topic was simulation, really, and to talk about what it does. So first of all, let me introduce simulation and maybe what some of the benefits are. First of all, you might have something specific like a set piece. So for example, I'm going to use football. I make no apologies for football. It's my sport, it's my knowledge. You guys give me your sports and your knowledges. So in football, for example, we might have a situation here where we're putting a cross in for a corner. So I might want players to run in a certain position and cover certain spaces. So in my training as a coach, I would replicate that through simulation. There's other examples we can use, which we're going to go through in a minute. But here, for example, this is quite a common thing in football and a lot of invasion sports. Is something called, you might hear it as a set play, a phase of play, but we'll categorize it as a simulation. So I'm going to press play on this video just to show you, and then I'll make a couple of comments throughout. But as you're watching it, try and think how you could use it in your practice. As you can see, the situation's being created. That's not my arrow moving around, by the way. So already, there you go. That's the first simulation. We want players to go in a certain position as soon as the ball is in a position of the pitch. If I move this video on, you can see now, if this was a training session. Sorry, I pressed pause by accident there. You can see how, as we're moving around, we want players to go in a specific place on the pitch. When it comes to training, we can start putting this into practice. So let me show you another example. Now I'm going to show you an example of a coach actually going through a simulation activity for a set piece. I've fast forwarded it a bit. I don't actually like this coach. He's talking way too much. A bit like me now. But let's see. I'm going to press play. So you notice with that drill, there's no defenders, there's no opposition. He's just simulating or recreating the movement that he wants to see in his team. And he called that set piece number 4, for example. So they'll probably have a number of set pieces they might use within a game. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. For me, we've just seen one of the biggest cons of a simulation. If you're this person here, it's boring. If you're these three here, if you're the guys in the wall down here, it's boring. Sometimes you have to stand around and you have a lot of patience. So normally in younger athletes, it's not something we use a lot, not at all, because they become bored and frustrated, lose concentration. But normally elite athletes act specifically like this, at the level where you're looking for the 0.51%. These types of simulation activities might well be the difference between a loss and a draw or a draw and a win. The benefit is that specifically you get what you want to happen. So in this situation, the coach wants obviously space covered, and that's going to happen there as well. All right. Another benefit is you might get a team organised. They might not understand what they need to do, but actually at the end of the day, if I work on defensive routines as a rugby coach, I know that if they work on the routine, they understand the routine, something will happen. They might not understand the process. So personally, me as a coach, I don't like to use too much simulation, aside from the use of set pieces, etc. When I use it for a set piece, I think what I do is predominantly use it maybe at the beginning of the session, at the end of the session, so it's 10 to 15 minutes as opposed to the whole session, because I know my players will be bored as well. This is a website I'm just going to show you an example that I might use as a coach. I think it's really important for this unit and for you guys as coaches to identify some good places to pick up ideas and information. You're not just going to get it by yourself. As coaches, you work in isolation, so you need to make sure you're picking up new ideas. Here, for example, this coach from professionalsoccercoaching.com speaks about phases of play, as that's what we would know as simulation, and talks about how you can create certain situations, maybe keyword there, overload. So we'd see that in the game, wouldn't we? We'd know as defenders we're going to be overloaded at some point. So how can we deal with it? Oh look, it's Tottenham. We know as attackers we're going to be in a position to overload the defence. So we want to be in a position to manipulate that. So we've spoken about simulation, what it is, the use of routines and set pieces, the ability to recreate situations that may appear in a game. We've also mentioned some of the negatives and positives. So hopefully here you've all got some information on simulation. TTFN, ta-ta for now.